All right, we'll just talk. Hey,
And we's live.
we sure are, Jarrell. Well, let's see.
Hopefully, everyone's having a good Friday evening. Who do we got in chat, Miss Riri?
Let's see, JJ. I see Fresno, and you're in there too. River Rat, Skeeter, and Daniel. On there, Thomas too.
What's up, Daniel, Skeeter, Gary, River Rat, Mr. Fresno, and Mr. Thomas?
Did I say Gary? Did I say Gary?
Yeah.
There's Maurice, 351 Cleveland. So tonight we have Fishing with Tuck.
On cue. What's up, Big Mike? How you doing?
Oh man. Oh, hold on one second. Look what Gary put. Hey, Sharina, my good friend today. You know what
he must have caught something already then, huh?
Yeah. Or a little tournament we got going on here. So we have 16 people in the chat, and they are wanting to meet Mr. Colton Tucker of Fishin with Tuck. Do we want to bring him up? You know, wait. First, he has this little song that he has in his video. Have you heard it? Mm. You want to try to sing it?
No, you go ahead.
It says, get up off the couch. It's time to go fishing. Get up off the couch. It's time to go fishing. Yeah. Okay, guys. With that being said, let's introduce our guest, Jarrell.
Alrighty.
You got him in. Hey.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Did I get it right? Did I get the song?
How's it going, man?
No, not quite. You know, got a little bit more.
Oh man.
So like he worked on this song and like Sharina just like butchered it.
I butchered it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh man. Okay, well, what is the song? No, what sing it for us.
It's get up off the couch. It's time to go fishing. Get up out the house. It's time to go fishing. Go and get the kids. It's time to go fishing. Hey, you be glad you did. It's time to go fishing. Yeah. You know. A little something.
I was close.
Yeah. Yeah, close enough.
I like that.
Yeah, forever. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. Okay, so who are you? Tell us who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm just an old country boy and from Virginia, you know. Nah, not really. Nah, I'm just a country dude, man. I grew up I'm my only child. You know, my mom and daddy. They was married for a very long time. Let me see here. I grew up on a river. I mean, it's like maybe 500 feet or so from the house. So every day of every waking hour of the summer, especially during when school was out, I would fish like 8-12 hours a day sometimes. I can hear my mama calling me from behind the creek, behind the house. And I just run up real quick, say, Mom, what you want? I'm catching fish. What? I'll be out at the top of the hill. She'd be like, food always ready. Okay, I'll be there in like 10 minutes. I'm catching fish. Okay. And I would run back, right? I would make those last few casts right at sundown and go back get some dinner, eat with my parents, you know. And I went to the military. I got married out of high school. Today is my 11-year anniversary, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I just had a nice dinner.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah, courtesy of the lovely wife. She let me see. Like I said, we got together in high school. Like I went to the military 4 years. She waited for me. You know, smart on her. What else? Oh, I got 3 babies. Yeah, I mean, it's so much. I mean, I got 3 kids, all girls. You know, all of them love fishing. And I couldn't believe it. You know, I just let them.
It's dream come true, man. That's what
I mean, it is. To be fair, it is in blood though. It's in my blood.
Yeah.
I'm like 10th generation. Like just. But now I want to just be on TV. But anyway, further down the line, I'm a welder. My pops was a mechanic for like 50 years, so I picked that up by being around a mechanic too. A little bit. What else?
Oh, wow.
I mean, I rap. I'm into I love wrestling, like any kind of combat sports, martial arts and stuff. I'm into that. Pootie Tang is my favorite movie. All right. I got a story behind that. So check this out, right?
Oh,
Can I tell the story real quick? I mean, I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'm just rolling, dog. I'm feeling
Yeah,
All right, so check this out, right? All right, so look, it was me and my friends. We were in Germany and we were going, first we were stopping by the mall and at the Air Force Base, like 30 minutes away. So we hopped in the car. Me and my friend, we were just going up to the mall, right? And we saw this sign when we pulled up. It was like, meet Joe Torre. I was like, oh, snap, Joe Torre. Oh, man, I remember him in Poetic Justice or whatever. So we went into the mall, right? And Joe Torre was there, and we chopped it up with him and all that stuff. I was just trying to be funny and stuff, whatever. And he invited us to the show. It was free for military, so it was on base. So we chilled for a minute, and we went to the Joe Torre show. And it was like a couple opening comics. They were pretty good. And I actually went outside. Like I told my friends, like, you know what? Yo, Joe Torre right there, man. I'm gonna go talk to him, yo. I'm gonna go talk to him. And like Chris said, man, let's go do it, man. Like, shut up, just go do it. It's like, you know what? Shut up, Chris. I went outside. That's how it happened. I said, shut up, Chris. I went outside, right? I chopped it up with Joe Torre for at least 10 minutes before he went on set. And we were just talking, like, it was just crazy. I told him, like, I like to fish. I got a girlfriend and stuff. And he was telling me, like, he told me, you fish, if that's what you, all right, man, that's what you do. He said it was something to that effect. I was like, yeah, man, I love fishing. Like, you know what? And I said, movies. I said, you know what? Pootie Tang is my favorite movie. And Joe Torre, he looked at me, he laughed. He said, oh, okay, man. If Pootie Tang's your favorite movie, something's wrong. All right. And he just, like in my face, like, I'm like, nigga. Oh, I mean, like, dude. Anyway, but he kind of glided on past that. And he kind of glided on past that. And he was like, it was real cool after that, but I'll never forget that. Like, Joe Torre laughed at me because my favorite movie was Pootie Tang. And it's really a deep story,
Your favorite movie?
Yeah. Yeah, it has a little connection there. So you could kind of like icebreaker, like, so just like how just like how he used it, like, okay, hey man, this is Pootie Tang's my favorite movie, but hold up, don't laugh yet. I'll tell you why it is. Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah, man.
I've seen some of it. I watched it, like, I remember when it came out, was on MTV, I think, when it first came out.
Yes.
I watched some of it. I can't remember some, but I watched some of it, but I can't remember it.
I know almost every line by heart, man. The songs and everything, like the story. If you really look at the story, it's really dope. Like, it's a black superhero crime fighter in the inner city fighting, corporate America and stuff, and drugs and guns and all that stuff. Like the story is like a real, like, Static Shock. You know what I'm saying? Static Shock was grown with a ponytail and no electricity. You know what I'm saying? It can't be Pootie Tang.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, Pootie Tang love the kids. That's really why I love Pootie Tang.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So, you said something about being a welder.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And I saw a picture. Your eye.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm right. You know what? Oh man, see, it was a freak accident, really. Like, I was doing something and I burned a little. If any welders out there, put a 1 in the chat on my welders. All right, but anyway, I had burnt a little hole inside my shield, and that little portion right there is like a little pinhole. So that little pinhole, it didn't the sensors were burnt out, so it didn't get dark in that little that little section right there. So I didn't realize it was too late. But really, what it was like a ray like on my eye, and so I had
yeah.
I could feel, kind of where it's a little tender. It was a couple days ago, but I put an old potato on my eye. My wife galls it up. The pain went away, and now I got some eye drops and some Aleve and stuff, and the swelling's going down, which is good. And I can see.
Yeah.
My vision's not.
You can.
Yeah,
I
my
was gonna say,
vision's
can
not
you
good.
see out of it?
Oh yeah, I never lost eyesight or nothing like that. I had a little blurry vision, but the eye drops cleared that up.
That's good there. I'm glad, 'cause eyesight's precious, man. You gotta, gotta take care of your eye. Gotta take care of your eyeballs. You need to.
Yeah, man. And the guys, they wanted to see it. I didn't realize. As soon as I got to work this morning, I threw the helmet in the trash. And the guys, they were so nervous. They come around, they picked the helmet out the trash and were looking all in it. They was like, "Oh man, yeah, I see. Oh man,
they're all examining it.
That's crazy." Yeah, man. But I got a little running joke. I said, you know what? I said my wife beat me up. She punched me in the eye.
Hey man, it always works.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I say stuff like that too. It just kind of like makes what I mean. So if you just say it, that they'll just put a stop to it. They won't ask nothing about it no more. Unless you're your close friends, are like, unless they're your close friends, are like, okay, hey man, what'd you do? You had to have done something.
Yeah, you're right. Man.
That's funny. Oh,
there's Jake is in the house.
What's
So
up,
where are you fishing at?
I'm fishing in Virginia.
You say Virginia?
Yep.
And what do you like to catch?
I've
been watching those. I saw some trout. Trout.
I gotta catch them all.
Did you lose some little boat balls and stuff? Catch them all. What's your favorite to catch?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
My favorite thing to catch is grouper.
What? No joke, huh?
My favorite thing to catch is grouper. I love catching grouper. I had to think for a second, but grouper's my thing. I love catching grouper. I don't know. That's just, because like you never know. You got scamps, strawberries, you got scag groupers, I think, gag groupers, what they call them. I mean, you got, just that one fish, and you got goliaths and stuff. And, you can.
Okay, so you say grouper, you ain't talking about those ones.
I wouldn't even begin to know how to.
That's on the list.
Huge.
Yeah, the 500 pounders. That's on the list.
Those are the Goliath groupers, right? The ones that are like insanely huge. Yeah. Okay, so the ones you like are like they actually look just like them, but they look a lot like them, but they're like miniature. Right?
Yeah, anywhere from like 8 to like 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe 20, 25, something like that.
And where are those? Where are those at?
Oh, you can find them on the Gulf Stream. Like that's how many miles is it? I don't know quite how many miles it is, but I know it's like a 5-hour ride, depending on the boat size. Like to where we go to catch them here, and they got them in Florida, all over the place. And I know Carolina has, all in the Gulf Stream down through that way too.
Thank you, Thomas.
That was sweet. I was like, hey, look. That's funny.
So how do you go about catching those? Is it just a basic rig or?
Yeah, it's just a basic high-low rig. And hold on, wait, you lost a tooth? Hey, my house be buzzing. So I did this on a podcast, baby. I'll look at the tooth later. You still got a pretty smile. Here you go.
Hey, can say hi.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right, look, sugar baby. Come here, sugar baby. Sit in my lap. Don't knock my computer over. All right, this is my youngest one. Okay, look, she running around the house. When I'm editing videos, she be like, fishy, fishy, fishy. Every time I edit videos, she be all on me. And this is, look, all right. This is my oldest one. So
you like fishes too?
Baby, you like to go fishing? That's my friend Sharina, and that's JBT. Say what's up. You got that ice cream? You better not get no ice cream on me, girl. All right, y'all, please go away now.
Do you guys like to? Oh, they can hang out if they want.
They got some. It's Friday night. They got some ice cream, and they're ready to go.
Yeah, they do. Hey, it's lit. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. My house is lit. Hey, tell them we get lit. Oh, smile. What much tooth you lose, baby? Oh my goodness.
Daddy, I did too.
I know. Look, and I said my middle child. She like, okay, check this out, right? One day, I gave her a compliment. I said, "Baby, your new tooth is growing in so pretty," and the other tooth was right there beside it. And the next day, I looked at, she smiled at me. I said, "Baby, where your tooth at?" She said, "I don't know." I said, "Did you be quiet, I'm talking, baby." I said, "Did you lose your tooth when you woke up? Did you have your tooth in your?" She said, "No." I said, "Did you swallow your tooth?" "I don't know." I was like, "So when you woke up, you had this other tooth?" She said, "No." I was like, "Okay, she swallowed your tooth." I got everything. I got a. And listen, who got the tooth knocked out? Who got the tooth knocked out? Who punched who?
Who punched who?
Who hit who? It was you. Bella knocked a shoe tooth.
No. I think you knocked her tooth out.
No. It was one of y'all. Like they was wrestling one day, and I don't even know. Next thing I know, tooth was on her hand. I think it was you, baby. I think because they was wrestling. I got a party right here. All right, now, okay, y'all stealing my shine. Can y'all please?
Tooth Fairy bring you some money?
No.
Yes, they're my real friends.
Yo.
They're real. Yeah, they just we on video chat. All right, y'all look.
I know what that is.
King Daddy is on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I know what that is.
I saw you guys fishing, I think, on a video. You guys fishing on a video the other day?
Shh, one at a time. You heard the quality of the show, baby girl. Fish in the rain. What? Fishy? Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, my picture. Fishy. I cannot wait to take her. I cannot wait to take my 2-year-old. Yeah. I started fishing when I was 3. I forgot to mention that.
We want to go to Disneyland.
Oh wow.
And I'm gonna be fishing while y'all be doing all that stuff. I already looked at the videos. Y'all, we going to Disneyland. They gonna fish. Now, look, y'all dip. They don't business. Thank you. Take it with you. Yeah. Go ahead, mommy. Clean up.
So whenever y'all go out fishing and your daughters go out there with you, like what do they like fish for? Just like the traditional bluegill stuff, trout,
I put them on what I'm on. Bass, bluegill, trout, crappie. Yeah, I put them on whatever I'm on.
You're like, okay, so I'm gonna go after this, so y'all gonna go after this along with me, like that. Yeah,
right.
Usually a lot easier that way too.
Daddy decides the curriculum for the day.
Yeah, it's a lot easier that too. So you could so like, you know what I mean? Because if you have everything set up the same, you could teach them as you know me as you're doing it instead of like bouncing back and forth. That's what I do with my son as well. I'm like, hey, because I'm like, you know, we started out bluegill fishing, and then we went to carp, and then we went to bass, and then went to catfish. So it's like that, and it's a lot easier. Like okay, so pay attention, and I do it this way. But if you find a way that's easier for you, you be my guest, and you go ahead and do it that way. But this is the way I do it. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of fun. I miss those days. Man, I'm depressed.
Wow. There's Monty Sheets, Donald Long, Dumpaholic Fishing. Let's see who else.
What's up, Monty?
Alan Dittmeyer and Don R. James Allball.
All right, so Chuck, you say you fish in Virginia, and you grew up on a river, right? What river was that? Like what river was that? Is it just?
It's a branch of the Stanton River.
Okay.
A branch that feeds into it.
Yeah. So when you grew up in the river, what did you target growing up? Because I know it might not have been bass, but you targeted like what? I guess whatever you found out what was in there. I guess, right?
Yeah. Over the years, man, I caught. We got channel cats, chain pickerel, smallmouth, largemouth spots, warmouth, red ear sunfish. We got green sunfish, bluegill, and black and white crappie. That's all we got.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, creek chubs too, and golden shiners.
Yeah, okay then.
Yeah.
All the stuff I've never caught.
Caught too.
I mean, channels had, yeah, but okay. Language. There we go. Car. Okay, so I don't know if you already answered this. Backyard Carp asks, Tuck, what main body of water do you fish?
My home river. I just can't beat it, man. No, I ain't gotta burn no gas. Just foot power.
So the one you grew up fishing, is it the same one you fish now, or is it different?
Oh yeah, same. Ain't nothing changed.
Oh, okay, it's the same thing. Okay, then I thought maybe
Yes,
you. Oh, okay then.
I
Man,
mean,
so
a little,
you know everything about that then. Oh, you know where everything's
yeah.
at, what time of year, everything, huh? Okay.
No, yeah. Not only that, I mean, like I grew up on it's a flour mill right there. So I'm kind of an expert. I'm kind of like pretty good on that fishing old mills. So I go around with Virginia fishing old mills, and it's like a couple cities I go to. I'm finna go to it's one close by my job. It's like I think 5 miles away. It's called Holland's Mill. It used to be an old mill, hydraulic. Before let me think. See, before electricity was here, they had hydraulic. I think it was hydraulic dams and mills and stuff like that. Flour, electricity, and whatever. So,
Yeah.
some of them still run to this day.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So you have a backyard. You have water in your backyard.
Say it again.
Your water is in your backyard, sort of like your house.
No, I mean we have a well. What I'm saying is like that mill that they might like the building y'all see, the white building with the red top. That's a flour mill. Like it makes flour, like self-rising flour, regular flour, cornmeal. Yeah, that's what. And it's powered by hydraulic. It's not electric. And so
so where you fishing right now, Tuck?
Watching one of your videos.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Trina.
Is it like in your backyard? Like you walk out your house and there it is. Is it like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where
you can hear the water. You can hear the waterfall from the front porch.
Oh, okay then. Man, y'all are so lucky, man.
Wow.
Y'all are so lucky.
Yeah. You hear the waterfall.
Yeah, I saw Gary say backyard. Yeah. So
I think I said on my Fishing and Fit podcast, I timed it was a 30 and a 10-second run.
10-second run.
Yeah. I run all the time. So I run to go.
So that would be about a 28-minute walk for me.
Oh, man. No, not with the fish bite. I bet you'll scatter.
That's funny. Yeah, y'all are lucky. Yeah, man. Like it's like when I went over to Trina's place, Trina Thomas's place last month, and I still remember we drove up. I'm like, okay, so this is y'all's house, and that's the river, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, it was awesome. I was like, oh man, it's great. You know what I mean? So like y'all are blessed.
yeah,
it's
even
awesome.
closer now. The water is it's flooded.
That's crazy.
No. So I've been following you and for a while. You know, I think I've seen you on Facebook. You're on YouTube. You're on Twitter. So what got you into it? Like what made you start your YouTube and all your other social media? What am I wanting to say?
I mean,
what made you want to get into,
You want the long? I can give the long version or the short version. Which one do you want? Prefer? Which one do you prefer?
We can take the long one, and we'll ask questions.
Yeah. We can take the long version.
This is gonna be a really good show. Like the rest of them. All right.
Okay.
Well, let me think. Well, that's all right. Let me see. This gets really good. This is crazy. All right. So I remember. All right. When I was I think I was 12 years old. All right, that's when I first saw Bill dance on TV. So I watch it. We had satellite and stuff. Mm-hmm. I watched that, and then I remember when I got my very first fishing tip from my cousin. It was good. He asked him what was the best. Hey, I said, Vince, what's the best color to use down on the river? I pointed to my mama's car. He said, that color right there. And it was kind of chartreuse, kind of like, lime or whatever. So I went and got some chartreuse rubs through them, caught fish, went back watching Bill dance, and I was hooked ever since. Like I learned from Vince, I learned from Bill, like, oh my God, I'm catching fish. I was hooked. And from there it just progressed. And when I was 14 years old, I wanted to be a bass pro. So I wanted to be, 14-year-old kid. I was addicted to it. I mean, magazines, like TV shows, everything. I was addicted to it. I was looking up books and I was getting straight A's in science class. I knew on fishing, writing papers and whatever. I was in it. I was submerged in it. And so, I was so excited and everything. And I wanted to tell, down here deep in the country, in the cut, like everybody, small time working and all this stuff and that. But anyway, so I was telling folks, it's like, oh, they didn't really understand what it was, what I was telling them. So it was like, oh, no, you can't make no money doing that. Oh, no. Little stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, I still like fish. I still kept fishing, right? But then when I got in in the high school, that's when I came across welding for the first time. So
I cut you off real fast. Now I'm stuttering. I'm getting too excited. How old are you, Chuck? How old are you, man? How old are you?
I'm sorry, I saw Blair. I'm just not here to moderate, so y'all can cut me off anytime and get me back on track. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I just wanted to see how old are you?
33.
Okay, cool. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, back to the good stuff. All right, so anyway, moving on. 14, I was like, all right, I was starting to whale, so hey, I like this too. So I was fishing and I was thinking about my future and like what I'm gonna do like later on in my life because I did not want to be home. I wanted to be my own man. I was working. I was 16, cutting grass and stuff. So I was paying like my car insurance, a cell phone bill. I had a girlfriend, I was rolling. So I was like, what am I gonna do? That's why I thought maybe I could go to college or whatever. But then 08, the recession hit. So that's when I went to the military, like in 09. So I really couldn't find work. I took up welding and stuff. Like, oh man, you know what? I'm just going to the military, man. And so I was really thinking of the future. And so I kind of just like kept fishing as a hobby. And when I got out, I started my YouTube channel April 21st, 2018. All right, it's when I really like started it and done all the stuff. But I left it. I left it because I went through I was just going through some stuff, like kind of bad stuff, transitional stuff. Like I was turning into a man. I had a family. I was, paying these bills. I had all this responsibility. I was learning everything, like what a homeowner was and how to work on small engines and stuff for the first time. And, I was on my own and stuff, So I kind of just, I remember I had some dark times, some dark ages where I didn't fish that much. Yeah. I remember those times. And right after my second child was one of them. And so I was like, so it was, I just kept fishing. That's why I say never ever stop fishing, because I done lived through that. And I practiced what I preach. So I just kept fishing, right? I kept it steady. And I'm trying to remember the exact day. I don't know. You know what? I know what it was. I really can't repeat the conversation I had because it was it is R-rated. But I told I'll tell you what. All right, this is the first event. Okay, see, I was going through some stuff. Me and my wife was going through whatever, this and that, and the kids and stuff. It was just stressful with finance and everything, like daycare and everything. So it was a whole. Life was just stressful on us. 2 kids in love. That's all it was. That's all we is. So, I remember one day my wife she had to go to work. It's the only Saturday she had off for like I don't know how long, and I was working 2 jobs. I've been holding down 2 jobs for quite a while. And so I didn't really have time to fish, So I called my mom and daddy. I said, hey, mom, daddy, y'all mind keeping so and so, And my mom was like, baby, I can't know what you said, but I kind of snapped. I said, all right, I'm not on her, but like I just kind of snapped, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't never go fishing. I'm just gonna give it up or whatever. He said, all right, I'll calm down, baby. We'll come by there. That's okay. We was getting ready to go to town. We're taking with us. You got the car seat there? I was like, yeah, mom. Thank you, mom. I really need this. So I hung up. And me and my cousin went fishing, my best fishing buddy, Howard. We went. It just clicked on me, yo. It's like, you know how we had that guy talk. We fishing, we fishing, drunk a beer, had a guy talk. And so I was like, after that, I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'm gonna do it. And then I was getting ready to tell my wife, and I was wanting to go fishing the next day, which was when she was off. She could have a kid. And I just wanted to, still get right, figure things out right. And so we had a little spat. And I can't say what I told her, but when I said to her, I knew exactly what I was saying. What I said to her, it wasn't anything towards her. It was just like what I'm doing in my life. And so I made her realize what I'm doing, and the way I said it. And she just is like, oh. And she just got quiet. And she didn't say nothing. I think she realized that, yes. I wish I could say what I if we was on Rumble or something, I could tell y'all, but anyway. So that's how it happened. Like those two events, like I snapped on mom. Like just fishing withdrawal was crazy. My life was just crazy.
Yeah. Exactly.
My wife, I had to make her realize like what I'm doing. I had to like make her see, the vision I got. I had to say something. You know what I'm saying? And she realized like, oh, okay. And so after that, I bought a GoPro and I just started fishing around these ponds and stuff. And that's how Fishing with Tuck was born. It was like through a fury. Fishing with Tuck was born.
See, I like that, man. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah. And I know exactly what you're talking about, man. So yeah. It's because of this. You grew up doing it ever since you were a kid, and you get older, and you kind of like what you said. You start having, life hits you. You know what I mean? You start having financial problems or other problems and stuff. You know what I mean? And it starts wearing you down, and it makes you like, hold up. It makes you stop. And it makes you look like, okay, it's like this. It's like you go like this, you make everything stop, and then you could stand back and look at the big picture and think, hold up, man, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, do I keep doing this, or is it time for me to start doing something different that I actually love and that I actually enjoy doing? And you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Yeah, I know exactly how you felt. Everything. You're like, hold up, man. I'm gonna put my heart and soul in this. I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. But at least I'll know I did everything I can and I did what I love. Whatever happens, happens. Let's see. Let's go for it.
So you use your fishing as like a relaxing getaway, and when you're fishing, how do you feel? Like how when life is on you, fishing is your thing.
On the surface, yeah, but like it's really like this fishing is like I don't play around with this. I told them I will abandon my whole family to go fishing. I told them that. They know that. I mean, it's serious. I don't play around with this. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen, down here in the country, like it's in the city, there's like kind of boundaries and stuff where you have like suburbs and stuff like that. Like in the country, it ain't none of that. Everybody is everywhere all the time. I know what everybody's money is. You know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? I had my cousin give me some money for ice cream out the shoebox. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that. It's like instead of being in that stuff, I took the fishing like that. And so like this is like like I say I'm out here in these liquid streets. I mean that. I'm like, this is what I do. I fish. This is life. My life.
Exactly. I was gonna say to a lot of people, fishing's a hobby, but to me, fishing's just part of life. You know what I mean? Because it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's like I see. You know what I mean? Okay, so it's like whenever you're a little kid, you're like, oh man, I can't wait to go fishing. But now, since you're older, you're like, I can go whenever I want, whatever. Like, so I don't get excited about going on those fishing trips. It's like me walking into a day of work. You know what I mean? It's like okay, it has to be done. Let's go get it done. Let's go have some fun doing it. You know what I mean? It's like it's natural. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the hobby thing. It's not a hobby to me no more. It's just what I do. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you feel like the same way. It's like, it's like it's just you. There's nothing else to it. It's just you. Like, So I know exactly how you feel, man. But
Yeah, man, JBT, man, I click with you, man. And the Shrino, we've
yeah,
always been cool social media buddies. But yeah, actually, JT though, cool peoples, bro.
yeah. I
So
can feel your energy and how you are. I'm like exactly.
Yeah,
now,
I get hyped, bro. I'm like fishing. I'm like,
fishing with family. Do you have any stories like good family fishing stories?
I got a couple. Man. Let me try to remember. Yeah, I've been fishing for 30 years now. You gotta give me a break. All right, give me a second. Let the computer calculate. Let me think. Dude, I mean, you know what?
Say dad.
No, my daddy didn't fish. He was always in the shop up under the
Yeah.
hood. But my grandparents, they really
Yeah.
took me. So let me think here. You know what? Just one day, all right. I was fishing with my grandparents, and I was not quite yet a teenager. And I remember, we hopped across the electric fence, and, walked on down to the cow pasture, sat down, right? Granddaddy has his spot, all right. And like my granddaddy, y'all know how granddaddy is. Look, if y'all got to, people bless them be around their granddaddy. And granddaddy, his space, his everything, his snacks, don't touch it, don't even look at it. Don't go in his room, don't do nothing. He'll pluck you upside the head with them rough hands. All right. So granddaddy sit in his spot. And let me tell you, nothing at all moves granddaddy from his spot. Nothing. I don't care what it is, right? So we were sitting there. I was kind of, moving back and forth, kind of fishing a little bit. I had some small little lures and stuff. And my grandma was sitting fishing. And next thing I know, cows, come out the wood line, right? It was drink time. Come down to a watering hole, right?
Uh-huh.
So I guess my granddaddy was in this. I mean, it was a big. Let me see, it was a bull or heifer. I think it was a heifer. I think she was the biggest one. She was the big mama in the herd, right? And so and she was looking at granddaddy, and she was doing this. Just by, and she took a step forward. Granddaddy looked back, and he looked back, and he looked around. I seen Granddaddy. He picked up the biggest rock he could find. Get on over here. Hit the cow right square in the forehead. That cow whole butt went to the other side of the freaking pond. Went down, drank from the other side. I'm telling you, dog. That's what I remember the most. Nothing moves Granddaddy from there. I've seen it in action, man. That was a big rock. I seen the dust fly off that bad boy. He's like, get on with him. I heard the intent in his voice too. He was like, I'm fishing, dang on it. So the cat was on the other side and drunk. Yeah, so that's one. Oh boy. I mean, y'all look like no more. I mean, I could just break me, please. I go wherever you want me to go.
All right, man. So it being springtime, like how's the weather over there in Virginia? And like, what do you like? Since it's being spring, like, is there a certain species of fish that you target more in the spring than other, or do you just kind of just hit these couple of them at a time? Like, do you start hammering the bass because they're going to start spawning, or like, because to be honest, man, I really don't know how the weather is over there in Virginia, like at all. So like, tell us about the weather and what you target in springtime, man.
That's a very good question. Well, over the years, I have learned the weather patterns and stuff, and so I kind of, it's kind of hard to explain, but I kind of like with weather, I kind of go by like the Hebrew calendar because that's kind of like an almanac more so than anything. And so like for the Hebrew calendar, March the 4th was the first day of the new year, and then equal parts day and night was 2 weeks later was on the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. So after that, like during that window of time, really, that's when I'm starting gearing up, and I target bass first. All right, to get that, that first initial like that pre-spawn bite, like when they're still kind of in deeper water, and we had a couple warm days, just to warm them up and to get them active. I fish for bass. Exactly. Then when the weather gets kind of screwy in 2 weeks and tables off, after the equinox, I fish crappie. I'm hard on crappie. Now I'm hard on them, and also pickerel, trout.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like a cycle. Like I hit the bass up first, and then when it kind of gets wonky on the bass, I get trout.
Yeah, you just stay where the action's hot at. You know what I mean? Like, because beginning of spring, kind of like what you said, those still those chilly days, but you get those nice sunny weather days, and you get you start getting those bass that are really active, and then as you said pre-spawn, and then as those bass start getting like more in the regular pre-spawn stage, they start beefing up on everything. So that's when the bite gets better and everything, and then like you said, you start hammering the crappie once like that. So we'll talk about bass and crappie, man. So what's your PB bass, and what'd you catch it on?
This is another man. You come up with this is another crazy story. All right, so check it.
Yeah,
this is so crazy. All right, so check. All right,
who got hit with the rock this time?
No, nobody.
Yeah.
So check it out. 1 second. Let me dab my eye. I'm crying so much I'm laughing. I mean, I'm laughing so much I'm crying. I said it.
Let's say
all right, so
hot.
I'm blessed enough to like.
I was gonna say something real fast. Everybody saying hi, real fast. There's Miss Robin, Miss Annette, Donald Long. We see y'all's comments, and we appreciate y'all coming in here. And there's Don R, and Miss Boots in here, and ELD. Appreciate y'all coming in here. We appreciate everybody coming in here. Just wanted to say hi back to those people. We appreciate y'all. All right, man, go ahead and take it away.
Jeffrey,
I want to hear what's gonna happen.
Albert's little brother, Jefferson. Okay.
All right, so my pops, man. I owe a lot to my pops and my granddaddy too. So I inherited all my ponds through them two men. And so my daddy knows a guy with a pond behind my cousin's house. All right. So I park in his yard. I walk on down. See, I've heard stories, okay, because like let me see. I think a couple weeks prior to that, it was right around this time, end of March, April. So I heard that his Frog, his son, Frog and them, his son, whatever, they went down behind the pond, right? And they said, hey, they had caught some fish. They caught like 12 perches, yo. You already seen them. They was big, coating and all that stuff. I was like, okay, you trying to throw that in my face? Hey, man. I go down there and see what they talking about, right? So I go down there, right? The only thing me is crazy, like me being so bullheaded, right? I just wanted to focus on out catching them on perch, bluegill, what it was. So me being crazy, I just picked up one rod, my spinning rod, and my little panfish tackle box, right? And I keep a couple little bass things in there, but I went and get that, right? I park in the yard, I run down to the pond, and I look around, I case the joint, and so I'm looking around like, okay, let me see, I'm gonna fish right here. So I got my bait worms, everything ready. I'm flipping, I'm hitting everything, seeing where they're catching the bluegill at. I only caught like a couple, and it was kind of small. I'm like, what the heck, man? These people ain't lying, man. Like, I remember going to this pond years ago, and we caught fish back then. I'm like, dang. So the pond is like, I fished there when I was 8 years old. And I went back, like, I don't know how many years later, but anyway. So I was like, dang, man, what's going on? You know what? Forget it. Let me see what man. I had a 1-out circle hook, right? It was a catfish circle hook. I had some split shots, and I had a one black power worm, only one. All right. So what I did was, I was like, you know what? If any brim in here, I mean, let me see. Is any bass in here? Let me see. So I was throwing the power worm around, tossed it, right? I got a couple nicks, right? And I just set the hook. I said, whoa. I said, hold on. I said, oh man, the bass spawning. That's why I'm not catching no bluegill. They ran the freaking spawning beds, right? And the water looked like chocolate milk. I'm telling you, you can't see nothing. I could not see no fish, no beds, or nothing. I was like, all right. So I pinched off half of that black power worm, right? And I put it on that 1-out catfish circle hook, and I threw it weightless. I was just like a top water. Like a frog, you know what I'm saying? Like a paddle tail frog. I was winding it, and next thing I know, something just crushed it. And I swear, I was fighting that bad boy. This is before YouTube now. Fighting that bad boy, 10-pounder, right? I pulled him out. Y'all see that fist? That whole fist could fit in that fish's mouth. And the eyeball is a quarter.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Big bass. I got a picture of him too. I mean, I couldn't even take a selfie. I had to hold the fish like this, best I could with my camera. It was a monster. So my 10 pounder.
10 pounds. It was 10 pounds.
10 pounds. Yeah.
10 pounds.
Yeah. That's insane. So
it is insane.
Yeah. So if anybody could ever, like, I don't know how many bass people got in, but yeah, if you could nail like a double-digit bass, that's like nailing triple digit catfish.
Yeah, wow.
You know what I mean? Things like insane.
Wow.
Appreciate you, Frank,
I didn't
coming in
think
here.
they got that big.
Yeah, it's hard. You know what I mean?
Thanks,
like,
Frank.
you have people fish their whole lives. Their PB be like 7 pounds. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
I
what is your bucket list?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I caught the state record spotted bass too.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
What was that about? About 4.5, 6?
5 pounds.
Yeah.
The state record was 3.
Hard, man. Them things
So-
hard.
So are you in the books? Are you in the books now? Or
No, I didn't even know I ate the bad boy. It was a male though. It was March,
oh
it was March
no.
16. I was 8 years old. I live in the country, we eat. You know what I'm saying? Like in the bush.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Whatever you catch, you eat.
Wow. Well, congratulations anyways. So,
Thank you very much.
Frank, Tuck's in Virginia. I'm in Texas, and Miss Serena's in Indiana. Frank asked me what state are y'all in.
Oh, yeah, I like that question. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Okay. Laughing Cat. What is your bucket list of fish and places that you want to fish?
Wow. That's a really good question. Well, Mr. Laughing Catfish, let me talk to y'all. Let me see. I'm gonna try to keep the list short. I got so much. All right. So I want to go fishing. There's a place over in Japan, somewhere coastal Japan, called Onkin Notobu. I want to go fishing over. I want to visit there. This is like country life. I want to go over there, do a little bit of karate, go fishing. You know what I'm saying? See that country life with the, you know, and yeah, and they let me see here. Onkin Notobu.
Say a little bit of
And
karate.
yeah, it's a little bit. But let me see. The other place would be I want to go to it was on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I want to catch dog-tooth tuna off the coast of Australia. That's what I want to do. That's what I am gonna do. You know, I got to make it tangible.
Man, I
baby.
thought you were gonna say like something more regular. You named some like exotic places.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one
Yeah,
more
what am
too.
I?
You got some good taste, man. Like, okay,
And
I'm like,
then-
hey,
Yeah, and
I need to start rethinking my
I'm
bucket
over
list
here
for
like
the future.
grass carp.
I mean,
Oh.
I mean, I got a bunch. Let me get my top five. All right, top 5. Let's make it
Okay.
even. Onkin Notobu, Australia for dog-tooth tuna. Oh yeah, Onkin Notobu. That's just snapper and other stuff like that. They got bass over there too. But anyway, all right. Third would be I want to go to the motherland, baby. I want to go to the Western Cape, right off the coast, and catch like mahis and like tuna and stuff like that. I want to go there. And 3. Number 4
Wow.
would be. Let me see here. Number 4, I want to catch paddlefish in Oklahoma. That's what I want to do.
Man, if you ever go there, if you ever go to Oklahoma, man, you let me know. I'll drive over there to Oklahoma. I'm about like 4 hours away from Oklahoma.
Oh man,
man, we can meet up in Oklahoma.
Oh, look,
man,
you
go.
guys will be fishing together. I'm going too. So if you guys get together, call me and we're all going to go.
Yeah, see, we could bring Serena along and she could take care of the hotel.
What?
I'm joking.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, that'd be cool,
wanna
man. Yeah, you ever make it over there, man? You let me know,
got one
and I will
more.
do my best to go over there.
Yeah, I got quite a list.
Did we get number
'Cause,
5? What was number 5?
Oh,
I
I'm
was
fine on 5.
talking. Was
It's a tie, really. You know what I'm saying? Because all right, I would like to go to Ibiza. It's a island off of Spain. You know, because I've been saying it like the first time I seen it, I said, you know what, Ibiza and Ibiza. So I want to go fishing in Ibiza. I already looked up the charters. It's off the chain, and there's a time between that and sturgeon fishing. And where is sturgeon? I think it's Iowa. Yeah, Iowa, and it's Ohio too. I think. Yeah, I think it's Iowa and Ohio, like those two states, like the sturgeon. I want to.
yeah,
go.
they got some. They got some good sturgeon over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharita caught some sturgeon too. I'm like, I didn't even know they had some over there up until like whenever I just came across Sharita's like Instagram page and stuff. I'm like, man, y'all like, there's some over there, and man, they look. And I told Sharita this last month. I'm like, whenever I went back, I'm like, hold up. I was like, man, I forgot to have sturgeon over here. If I could catch one, I'd go crazy.
Yeah, man.
the sturgeon I
so
catch?
cool.
They're little guys. I catch
It's
the
still
little
a sturgeon. Though. They're
shovel
cool.
nose
They
sturgeon.
look awesome.
They're little.
They look awesome. Man.
They're like 36 inches, little guys. You know.
Yeah, but it's still a sturgeon. It's awesome though. I like them. You're funny. But
So yeah.
let me think. Man, I had something I was gonna ask you. Oh, I'm gonna backpedal a little bit, man. Okay, the reason why I asked you how old you were was because I noticed your T-shirt had like, "Hey Arnold."
Yeah, gotta represent.
Yes, I saw.
That was what I asked. I'm like, hold up, man. How old is he? Because I'm 34. So I grew up, we grew up the same way.
And attitude era, baby. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, I know those two, but I'm a little older. All right.
She just turned 21 last month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
right. No.
so you watch the new Pop-Up Girls and stuff. Okay.
That's funny. That's funny. No, I'm 44, Darrell, so it's okay.
If I shave, I look about 24. I can't see. I don't want to, miss a patch.
But okay, so you say you start targeting bass. So like right now, man, when it like right now, this time of season, when you start going out bass fishing, like what colors do you start throwing? Do you start throwing like your traditional green pumpkins and your red and blacks, stuff like that, or is it different over there in like your part? Because like I said, I'm from Texas, so the bass spawn like picked up like beginning of this month, so they're hitting everything red and black. I don't know if it's like that over there, like where you're at. Is it kind of like the same thing, or?
Well, I fish a lot of different water clarities, and let me see.
Yeah.
What I keep in my bag always was during the spawn. Well, fish not spawning right now. Pre-spawn right now. I definitely keep jerk baits in the bag.
Yeah.
I got all different. I got golden black. I got translucent colors, purple backs. I'm a big fan of orange bellies.
Yeah,
a little spot of orange on that belly. I think that makes a little bit of difference.
Yeah.
In some situations, jerk bait. So I'm throwing soft swim baits too. See the paddle tail. Yeah, paddle tails. I got colors, white and chartreuse, solid white, green pumpkin, watermelon seed.
What's the water temperature over there right now, man? Like, is it low 50s or is it not even hit 50s yet?
Let me see. We had a front move in, and the cold nights have brought the temperature down. And I haven't been fishing since I think Tuesday because I got a big event coming up Sunday. But last time I checked, let me think. Water temp was around 40, between like 44 and like 46.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. It'd probably be close to 50. Yeah.
Now, Frank
you like
says June book. What is that? What's June book?
Oh, June book. That's kind of like a bluish purple type of color with glitter.
Yeah, it's a dark blue, purplish with glitter. I think I have one right here.
It's really good in the summertime. I got a lot of Junebug. I got Junebug Cincos, Junebug Grubworms, Junebug Crawls. I got Junebug.
Right there. It's like
yeah. That's that magic right there, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. And if anybody's ever getting into, and here's also something, if anybody's ever barely getting into bass fishing, this is why I got you that stuff, Sharina, too. If anybody like just wants to start, well,
I was going to say I have a big bag of stuff.
Yeah. It's like if anybody ever wants to just start doing a little bit dabbling with some bass fishing, man, this is all you need. Grab a green, not this color, but get a green pumpkin Cinco and like a 4/0 or 3/0 EWG hook, weightless or just like a small barrel bullet weight. All you gotta do is just toss it, let it sink, couple twitches, reel in the slack, couple. That's all you gotta do, and you know what I mean. And bass, this is like the easiest bass lure ever to use. You can't use this wrong, and fish all across everywhere.
I could.
They will, yeah, because Shrine, that's what I got Nicole started off using was a green pumpkin. Was a green pumpkin Cinco. Man, she started hammering them better than I was because she's more patient. She does better. She does real good, but yeah.
Now you said you had something coming up on Sunday. What's that?
Oh well, I'm just taking local rappers fishing on Sunday.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Rappers?
Yeah.
That's something else I noticed on your profile. It says you take superstars or something.
No, it's like sometimes I take celebrities fishing.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes I take celebrities fishing. Yeah. What did I say? Yeah.
Are you doing videos with it, or is it live, or just gonna be?
Oh, I just I take them and we go fishing, and it's kind of like I interview them while I take them fishing.
Oh, okay, cool then, man. That's cool. That's pretty cool, man. Like, see, we don't have nothing like that. Like over here, man. Like, I live in a crappy part of town. I live in a crappy town in a crappy part of Texas.
I live in the middle of nowhere.
Everybody has a bunch of cool stuff. Please keep our captures in the phase. Many are being hit with hard with tornadoes. Okay, then. Yeah, that's rough, man. This time of year is gonna be rough.
Tornadoes.
Yeah, especially up north over there where y'all are at, Sharina. Everyone like around Ohio, man. Y'all get some weather, man. Like y'all get some bad tornado weather over there. But yeah, hopefully everybody stays safe and everybody's weather don't get too bad. But
yeah, I'm so glad you agreed to come up here because I have been trying to, get tuck for the longest time. And you finally said, yes, I will. Yes, I will. Because I've seen all the, fish that you catch and I wanted to know the song that you were singing, in your videos and stuff. And when you said you take celebrities fishing, I was like, I got to hear about all this and, your stories and stuff. So I'm so glad that you agreed to come up and share with us.
Well, thank you. Mr. Blushing, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you still man, you seem like a real good dude, and I like all of that story, man. That's I could totally relate to that, like just how so that like out of everyone we interviewed right there, out of everyone we had like on the show and everything, what you told me that actually hit home. I'm like, yes, exactly, man.
That's just a surface, brother. That's just a surface. I got some deep stuff.
This stuff's rough, man. Man, I know that, I know what I'm talking about. This stuff's rough, and like doing this stuff's rough, and then you gotta deal with the whole regular everyday life problems and stuff. And it ain't no joke. And the reason why it gets really rough, like certain people, is because we take this, like us, we take this kind of like what you said. This is what I like. You go, man, I go out there, I don't play around. That's exactly how I am.
Yeah.
Because whenever I started this, I have a lot of people. Oh, hey man, you're going fishing because you know what I mean. I've always showed off all my catches and stuff. And so whenever I started doing YouTube, people were like, "Oh, hey man, can I go fishing? Oh, cool. You going fishing tomorrow?" I'm like, I kind of take this a little bit more serious than rounding up my friends to go because I got some stuff. I got like a little mission right here. I can't take nobody fishing with me. I
Right,
apologize.
right.
But I can't let you go fishing with me. I got my you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, and
Well,
like a lot of
speaking
people
of
ask me about like how can I go
mission,
fishing, but I'm sorry, Shane,
what
go
do
ahead.
you have? Speaking of missions, what do you have planned for the future? The future. You're gonna still try to become a bass pro, or what? Gonna do that?
No, the goals have changed. I mean, it's I have refined it since. So just let me find the words. Let me think. Oh man. Well, it's right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. All right. Well, you know what? First, it was like, well, I guess it still is. I wanna. And no, that's the old one. Let me think. I had just refined this in my head too a little while ago. My mission now, I want to be a globally recognized TV a fisherman personality. That's what I want to be. That's what I want to accomplish. Like that's for me, but for everybody else and everything else that encompasses in my world. Like I like you know what, doctors fish, wrestlers fish, lawyers fish, everybody fish. So what I really want to do, I want to bring everybody under the umbrella of fishing, and I want to be the catalyst for that. You know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to,
yeah,
I'm trying to be like water, everything mixed with water. Ironically, we fishing, so let me be, I'm gonna put everybody under one single umbrella fishing. And I want to be responsible for that.
yeah,
That's what I want to
yeah,
do.
and
I like that.
yeah, man,
I like that.
and that's the thing. Also, is like you know what I mean. It's like how you start off. You know what I mean. It's like you want to help as
Just
much people and
bring
get more
everybody
people to come
together.
together. Yeah, exactly. You want to help
Yeah.
people, get everybody come together and have fun with it. Because also, if they have kids, you want them to pass it on to their kids or something. You know what I mean? Just
Hmm.
you want to have a good time with it because like fishing's therapy. You know what I mean? Like like kind of like everyday life. It gets rough for people out there, and it's and a lot of fishing is helps people with their helps them get away from that for a little while. You know what I mean? It helps them relax and stuff. And so like fishing's healing, you know what I mean? And if you become if you keep doing how you're doing, man, you're gonna be exactly what you're trying to do, and because you're already getting there, you're doing good, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
And, yeah, and
Thank you,
to
thank you.
and
And
and like
and your little as far as your little girls taking them fishing too,
yeah,
um,
exactly.
getting them out there and the
Mhm.
kids and yeah,
Yeah, see, then when your daughters get
each
older,
one
they have
reach
kids
one.
and everything, and they'll be able to pass that on. Like just be passing on everything, and along with, and they'll be having some crazy stories, just like how you did when you were a kid, man. They'll be telling their kids
Oh
some
yeah.
crazy stories,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, man. So like and you can be like a healer doing that, man, because if you bring anybody, and that's
Yeah,
how I think of it too. If you give anybody some kind of entertainment or some kind of joy out of watching you, you're doing your job. It don't matter if it's 1 people, 1 million people. You know what I mean? Because everybody's going through some stuff, and they might turn to you like, "Oh, hey, look, you put out a new video." You know what I mean? 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 15-minute long video that could just take them off their mind of whatever they're going through, and that could help them. You can just make them. That could just make their day right there. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing a good job. You're a good guy, and just keep at it, man. You're doing great.
yeah.
Definitely on the right path, man.
Appreciate it.
Fishing for me is family time at the cookouts after relaxing on the lake to get away from the chaos. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, just
Yeah,
like
I know
that.
I use it to get away sometimes.
Yeah,
Away from the world.
Away from the what?
So-
I'm sorry.
Anything. The world. Get away from the world.
Yeah. It's like once you get out there, you hear all the insects, the birds and everything. It's like nothing matters. Like, okay, cool. I'm at peace right now until I lose a big fish. But then all that peace I just had is gonna go out the window. You lose a big fish. Yeah, man. That's it. You're mad. Oh, that's funny. I got to come back to this comment real fast. Gary goes, JBT doesn't want nobody to show him up. No, I don't like people going fishing with me because I don't know how they are.
You don't know how they are.
I mean, I gotta like tell people to like watch their language. I'm like, hey man, you can't say that. I'm like recording right now.
Yeah, I know how to with the boys, man, that water cooler talk can't fly on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because in reality, you know what I'm saying, the way real people talk, everyday people talk, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't like if y'all go back on my early videos, you're probably like this too, man. Like this is why I'm gonna bring this up. You can see the water splashing, like I'll have something, and then all of a sudden the audio cuts out for like 3 to 4 seconds, and it'll pop back up. It's because someone's around me cussing because I have a fish. I'm like, and you can always see my hand come up from the GoPro like this. When you see my hand come up the GoPro, I'm doing this, like, hey man, quit cussing, I'm recording. Like you're messing up my footage, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's funny.
Even being out here, people will drive up and will say, well, hey, let me talk to you for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm on,
Yeah.
But they always want to just say something,
That's why I fish in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I said, I tried to at my house. It's like in the middle of nowhere, but people just happen to drive up and like,
Sharita's gonna get one of those with that grass and everything, like what the snipers wear. She'll go like this, but instead of a rifle, fishing rod.
I've even told Thomas, I've asked him if we could like block the road off, so nobody can come back here.
Just put one of those just get like a dead end sign, just put it right there in the middle of the road. People be like, okay, what's going on? They just keep and put a bunch of cones just like that, just so they can be making U-turns. And just make a video.
It pretty much is a dead end. It pretty much is a dead end. I don't see why cars come back here.
You're famous, that's why.
No.
People drive by to see what the famous Serena's doing.
We got famous on the screen. Tuck.
Also, guys, could a mod drop Tuck's YouTube link down in the chat, please? We'd appreciate it. And if y'all don't have him, if y'all have him hook set, y'all make sure to hook set him.
Pick him up.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. And yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite guests we have on here for sure.
On TV one day,
Say what?
And you saw him here kind of first. He's been other places, but hey, he's right here. So.
I'm never gonna hear this. Oh man, I had to buy some flowers or something.
It'll be August. He'll be on the cover of In Fisherman magazine and be like, hey, he was on Let's Keep It Real, true to JPT.
That's the goal,
Yeah,
shoot for the moon. I'm shooting for the moon.
Hey man, if you ever get up there on that In Fisherman magazine, don't forget to put in a good word for me and Sharita.
Yeah.
Right now, hey, pictures ready.
Like I know him.
They just have your pictures and everything ready.
You see what Gary said?
Read
Read
that.
that.
Your time in the backyard, and someone wants to ask what you're fishing for and what kind of pole you're using.
I did. Yeah, I did that to Gary whenever he was
That's funny.
fishing. But hey, But he was in like area. So
She came walking out
Frank's
of his back,
Fishes
out of his back door. What kind of rod is
on
that?
YouTube, and I'll subscribe.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could get his YouTube link going.
I put link in the description. So
Okay, yeah, guys, his link is also in the description. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Cool.
So yeah, y'all make sure y'all pick him up. But so like video editing wise, man, like do you like video editing, or is it kind of, or is that kind of like a downside? Because I know video editing's rough. Like it's fun, but it's definitely time consuming.
I love it, man. I just wish I didn't have a day job. I wish I didn't
I
have
do
to
not
work.
like video.
I like to edit. I really like editing. I like was at one of my skills, like photography, like video. I wanted to be a fight choreographer, like at one point in time in my life, and I've been in a couple things, commercials and stuff. Just piddling around in that experience. Cause I love editing. Like I love like movies. I'm a huge movie. I love TV. I grew up watching TV. Like that shaped and molded me into the man I am, believe it or not. Because like I saw like I just look like beneath the surface on a lot of stuff. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, because like Naruto, I like Naruto. Right?
About me.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that watched Naruto, like who been there, you know what I'm saying? From Naruto when he was like a little runt on up until he became Hokage. Like y'all know the story, like you know what I'm saying, like their character. Those are real life qualities that I've seen people have. So I know I can have it, like and that, but it just appeals to my imagination, as a kid. And so I mean, I want to do that. And I mean, my pops and them, you know what I'm saying? I see my pops and granddaddy in them and the real. I mean, look, I grew up like around some real like country dudes, like rough dudes, They just, I mean, one time, oh boy, I'm gonna tell the story. All right, so funny. All right, so check it out, right? Listen, parents. This is the lesson I have learned because I've been in the eye of the storm, right? Listen, watch what your kids watch. All right, don't let them watch anything. Just watch your kids, okay? Especially what they consume, music and all that other stuff. Age appropriate is this and that, but watch them kids and what they watching, all right? Because when I was, 2000. So you remember the South Park movie? Yeah. I seen it as I saw it as a kid. I rented that movie from Movie Stars. I watched it on rewind like 20 times, like the cussing and everything. I was freaking 11 years old, dog. And so like, and I remember going up to the school like the next day saying all that stuff. Saying all that stuff. So yeah, I'm a side note relate to you, man. Yep. So check it, right? So check it. So listen, anybody that watch Space Dandy, any Space Dandy fans out there know what Dandy loves, okay, where he loves to go. So I had that fever. I had that fever, So I was sitting beside so-and-so on the bus and this and that happened, right? I got in trouble, so nobody cares. But my mama was upset. And like I was like, oh my God, because I heard my mom the way she reacted to that, me doing this, and I keep my hands to myself and whatever. It's like, oh man, damn, when daddy come home, oh my God. It was a weekend too, right? So daddy come home. He got off work, all the boys come in there. They come and get me. They set me I'm in the back seat. It's four, and my uncles and my daddy and them. I'm in the middle of the back seat. And my daddy and my cousin, like my two uncles up front, they driving, right? And so my uncle, my daddy, he ain't say a word. He just sitting there drinking the beer with a smirk on his face. And my cousin, he looked over, he said something. I can't remember what he said, but it was a reference to an old TV show or something that they watched. And all them old man busted out laughing, right? At what I had done. I was like, oh, they not mad? But my mama, she was all in my stuff down my throat, but they not mad. I was like, this is what being a dude is. So it clicked for me, right? And that was his thing. Like I started hanging with the dudes, man. I made myself grow up, because I remember I couldn't always hang with the grown men. I had to hang with the women when I was a little boy, be outside, but I learned something stuff. And I mean, they made me the man that I am today, man. Like my male role models and my TV shows.
Yeah. And it's funny, man, because we probably grew up like the same, man, like how watching the same stuff. like me, man, my thing was Dragon Ball Z back, and it still is. Like, I still be looking up the fight scenes. I still be looking up when Vegeta fought Goku in the Buu saga, man, on YouTube. I'm like, oh man, that's a great fight.
Yo, every day after school, bro. Every day after school, man.
At 4:30, what was it? It was on Cartoon Network. Oh man, that stuff was awesome. Man.
Oh my god, yo, you remember that block, bro? Let me tell you something, right? Look, it was it was Pokemon, it was Sailor Moon, it was Reboot, and what else? Oh my god, it was some more stuff that used to come. Oh, Two Stupid Dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, that man, I remember that stuff.
Yeah, that was good stuff, man. Like that was a good '90s stuff.
That was the greatest decade ever,
Hey. Man, time went by so fast. We got an hour and we've been here an hour and 15 minutes already. Like that was we already went over an hour.
Gary said, kids.
Hey, I said I'm gonna be young forever. I say it all the time. I'm gonna be young forever.
Exactly. Like it's funny because like when I was over there hanging out with Sharina and Thomas, I could just feel them looking at me like, man, this dude, you know what I mean? It was what? I can tell you're like, man, he's a little kid. I don't know if I felt that just because y'all were old.
So you want to come back now, but
you know what I mean. But Sharina, man, there's a reason why she's my best friend too. How she acts, she gets like, she's older, but she still has that kid. What do you call it? That kid attribute thing. It's funny though. Like
you see. You should stop now. Stop.
It's getting deep and deeper.
Yeah. You should stop.
I'm having a good time with you. It's Friday. Look, I ain't got to work tomorrow. Thank goodness. So, I mean, we keep this going, buddy. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Well,
you got anything else?
Come back up whenever.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
Like I said, I've been trying to hear your stories for the longest time. Yeah.
Thank you for finally directing coming to me and saying,
Yeah. This is how it is. Okay, how it was. You know how you click the heart and stuff on your on your
let me
Twitter? I would click it, and I was like, okay, maybe he didn't see that. I click it and click again. So then I was like, I'm gonna start tagging stuff. So maybe he'll get it. Like, hey. Yeah. Sorry that I was like a stalker or something, but
yeah, I didn't know what she was doing. I was like, what? I ain't gonna lie. Like, man, she's tagging me again, man. Let me go ahead and like. But you know what?
And if Facebook still had that little poke option, you remember a couple years ago, Facebook she'd be over there all poke and tuck.
Oh my god! You know what?
She'd be over there clicking poke.
Let me tell you something. All right, Sharina, what's wrong with a simple? Hey, how you doing?
Yes.
Would you like to come on such and such? I really like your channel and your fishing stuff. Hey, would you like to come on over? I'm sorry for being a stalker all these years.
That's funny.
I was like, I'm gonna like, I've tagged, I've done everything. So finally, I'm gonna say, look, be on the show. Yeah.
That's funny.
So finally, and I appreciate you for
you saved the most logical thing for last. That's all. It's perfect timing. I'm just joking. It's all love. How they do it? Is it this? I don't want to do a game. So how you do it? I can't even freaking forget it.
That's funny.
I stick to the thumbs up.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, man. It's
all been, right. Well, I don't have anything else, but.
Yes, it's been great, man. Soon as showed up, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna click with this dude. It was just like instantly, as soon as he started talking, I'm like, okay, I like this vibe. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how I could just tell. But yeah, man, it's been great talking to you. Everything. we'll definitely we'll keep in touch and everything. And for real, man, you know what I mean. I know me saying this, you know, you already know all this, but yeah, man, keep doing your thing, man. You're doing good, and just keep with it and just stay with it. You know what I mean? Like, like you said, if stuff gets rough with you, you know what I mean? Like, shoot me a message or something, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always free to talk. You know, just send me a message. You think it's rough or any tips or anything, man, and just stay with it because kind of like what you said. This ain't going fishing ain't no joke with you. You know what I mean? I feel the exact same way, man. So yeah, keep doing your thing. You're doing great, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You see, question: are you strictly a bank fisherman?
Oh no, I have
You
a
got
kayak.
a kayak.
Yeah,
Yes, I do. And I be in the middle of the ocean sometimes too.
that's rough. I couldn't do that one.
What?
I love it.
I don't.
Look,
Is that scary?
not for me. They have. All right, so check it out. There's a place called Hubbard's Marina down in Florida, right? They have a 44-hour fishing trip. Yeah, 44 hours, 36, 38. I want to hit up one of them. I want the max time on the water. It's like 20-some hours fishing. And you like go 100 miles out. And you fishing. They got beds, they got showers and stuff on the boat. They got a kitchen and all that. And I want to do that. I'm definitely gonna hop that flight. And I watched it live, every single one on YouTube. I mean on Instagram. I'm popping up, say good morning, y'all. I love to hear that. You know what? That dude got the best voice I ever heard. He's like, Fisher, what's up? Good morning. Hey, how's it going, folks? Hey, thanks for tuning in. He sounds kind of like Troy McClure. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we got the bait fisher moving in, guys. We got a beautiful sunrise here. Hey, Fisher, what's up? What's up? Serena's live fishing. Serena's keeping it real. Hey, what's up? Like that. I like his voice, and to hear that. But I'm popping on, getting recognized because when I go
Don't
there,
you like?
and when
Yeah.
everybody, huh? I'm sorry, I'm cutting the promo. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm a little lit. See, when I talk fishing, I just get so excited.
That's
I can't
all
help
right.
it.
That's all right.
Now, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Shrina's used to. She's used to from hanging around me.
Yeah.
And we just
I mean, get what, like you young kids say, get lit. No.
Shrina, you're old.
I thought you was 24.
I'm old.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm 44. Oh. He said, oh.
No, I was looking at the guys on my. All right.
You're funny, Shrina. Shrina's like, okay, let's do what you kids do. Let's rage.
Oh gosh.
That was funny.
Get lit.
Oh, shit.
No, like Jarrell said, I'm used to, like, when Jarrell gets excited about fishing. Yeah, so whatever you feel like talking about it, and let it out. Let us know.
Hey, thanks to me, bud. Hey, we got somebody from the UK. Hey, thanks to me.
What's up?
I gotta skip tonight. No, I'm a huge nerd, and I just for some reason I love words. I took it upon myself. It's kind of hard for me, so I just took to what I know. I took it upon myself to learn all the different dialects of English. Like I watched documentaries, I've made friends, I talked to people overseas, like the UK and all this stuff. I got a family, so I'm just kind of like I just love like
wow.
English language. Yeah, I'm just yeah. And so I know he said like I think that might be Cockney English. I think. Let's see. He said a skiff. A skiff is that's a small boat. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever I need help with words, I just message Shrina and say, "Hey, can you word this for me?" I go, "Hey, Miss College graduate, can you word this for me?"
Okay. Cool.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely need to start getting my kayak
you never
out
get
this
too
year.
excited, and you have a kayak too?
Yeah, that's what I started off fishing in. That was my first thing. My first videos. I was in a kayak.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
What kind of kayak you got?
Frank.
I haven't used it in about a year and a half. What kind of kayak do you have?
What kind of kayak you have?
What kind of kayak is it?
I got a Ozark Pro 12.
You guys ask each other the same question.
Yeah, I got a Vibe Sea Ghost 130, 13-foot kayak. Thing's good, man. It's a beast. It's a real good kayak. It really is. I can stand up in it, but I just I don't want to. I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to stand up. I'll be fine. Yeah, it's a real stable kayak. The kayak's really stable, but I just don't want to. I'm too clumsy.
Yeah, when the action is red hot, I gotta stand up in mine.
Yeah.
I'm very nimble.
So
like
do you video from the kayak then?
Yes, I do. I got my little chest GoPro mount strapped in.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I couldn't. You know what? I remember a video. We went live with somebody, and they were afraid to touch the fish. Who was that?
What was what? You broke up a little bit at the beginning.
I watched one of your. You did a live stream, I believe. And you were with somebody that was afraid to fish.
Oh, the dude I was fishing with.
Yeah, I was in that live.
You was in that live? Oh, wait a minute. You talking about
yeah,
the podcast, right?
You did. You did a live one time. It was like one of your first lives.
I go live on YouTube, Facebook. I mean, you talking about like with Dwayne in the podcast with Fishing the Fit, or was it me going live on my platform?
You were at a on. Yeah, it was YouTube. It was on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Yo, that was just a friend of mine, and that was one of my old jobs. They had a pond in the back. So every day at lunch, I would just go live on YouTube and just fish in the back of the pond. And yeah, dude caught that huge crappie, man. I think I got that on video. That was caught a huge crappie using my stuff, but digress. Yeah, but he was. I guess it was too big. He didn't have no trouble touching the little bass we were catching, but that big crappie, he didn't want to touch that.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I remember I was like, "What? You're afraid to touch the fish?" It was funny.
No, he had never. He from
the
city.
Oh. Yes, ma'am.
Well, go ahead. He was.
No, he was just in the city. He had moved down here a few years ago. Never been fishing. I broke him in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I broke dude in. Now he like he want to hit me up now. You know, I text him every now and then, see what's up. You know, with his folks and all that. I'm converting people out here, man. I'm telling you.
And the other day I was watching your video, and you reuse one of your hooks, right? Do you do that often?
Reuse one of my hooks.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, the little worm or whatever came off of it. I guess it broke something.
Oh, I bit it and Oh yeah, that's just all right. All right, I'm gonna drop a nugget here, folks. Make sure y'all paying attention. I'm not gonna say it twice. So look, I've learned something over the years, right? Watching all those pros when I was younger, it made me realize, like, hey, these guys, you know what? It's no different than like a pro baller. You know, like they know the tricks of the trade. Like they know all the little ins. Now they know like all the little shortcuts, and they develop these things over the years, and they have their own systems and all that. So when I started watching them, I started like really break down what they was doing, and like the smallest little things I saw, like like they would just be on like, you know, when bass are spawning, I just do this and all that. Now when the water's about 70 degrees, I don't pay attention to what they're saying so much. I watch what they're doing while they're rigging up baits and whatnot. And I learned that from watching I can't remember, like Wu Days or somebody, I can't remember, but one thing you can do with the head water a little bit, bite the tip, and you got the you got that little all that play is gone, and you just rehook it, fish on till you can't fish with it no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once that head busts, like a lot of people do that, man. Like once that head busts, they grab it, they just throw it. Man, those things are still good. Just bite that busted head off and just rehook it, and you're good to go. Same thing with the Kitex. I don't know if you throw any Kitex. Kitex are like my favorite swim baits to be using. But man, those heads, they get busted. And what I started doing was using a screw in there, a bigger hook screw in there, and that helps out a lot. But yeah, man, like a lot of people, they just, and if you don't live by the boat ramp, man, if you just look around, you find a bunch of lures you can just reuse. Because everybody just tosses them. I'm guilty of that too, though. So I know how they are. I'll be tossing them too every once in a while, but yeah. But yeah, just like you said, man, just bite that busted bite that busted head off and you reuse it, because all that matters is just a little body section and that tail. That tail thing's the main thing. That's what they be hitting anywhere. Yeah, that's what they'll be hitting.
Yeah, but like the pros are such a wealth of knowledge, though. I mean, they know. I mean, they do this. Like they do this, and that's all they know, man. I learn from Coach. I'm telling you. So I watch all the little videos. Like I watch Edwin Eagle's channel a lot. Pick up a lot of stuff. Just guys I grew up watching. Guys who I wanted to be like when I was, like Mike Akinelli. I don't know if you follow me on. I don't know, but Bill Dance did a post for Bill Dance. He retweeted me and stuff. I want to fish with Bill, and I'm rambling. So,
no, you're good.
And cool conversation, just some aspirations of mine. I have big dreams. Let me tell y'all folks something, all right? No matter what you dream for, you better shoot for the stars. That's all. I've always thought big. Like, I want to take this to the next level, It's like, I saw, like, what? I love fishing. Like, what can I do? And this is something I skipped in the beginning, like my story, but look, I always wanted to be on TV. Like, I always wanted to be famous. I started watching wrestling back in 98, the good years, and of course I want to be a wrestler, But hey, I love fishing. I want to be a bass pro, But hey, no, I want to be a fight choreographer, You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be like, in that world, so I was just sitting there concocting of a plan. How can I get what I want, and how can I make it tangible? That's fishing with Tuck was just born in a fury, and I'm just I mean. Yes, here's my journey. I'm on my journey, and I built myself up from nothing. From zero. More than once. Yeah. So I'm, in some aspects I'm made. I'm certified. Some aspects I'm still earning my stripes. And just how life is.
Yeah. And just like what you said, like shoot for the stars. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do something, it's like this. If you're gonna fail hard. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna do something and if it doesn't work out, okay, just like if you're gonna fail hard, because there's no, just give it your all, and if whatever happens.
Just keep on, just keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no failure. It's experience.
Yeah, exactly. But. All right, guys, we're coming up a little bit past an hour and a half, and you got anything last to say, Shrina? Anything to say? Before we wrap,
Tuck, you got anything?
I think I was hoping enough.
But definitely, man, keep doing your thing, and. It was great having you on here, man. It was awesome. It was great having you on here. I can relate to a lot of stuff you're saying, man.
Yeah, man. My people's now. That's what's up.
Yeah. And we appreciate everybody coming in here.
People I didn't even know she was going over
there. And we appreciate everybody coming in here and being in here and talking with everybody. And like I said, if y'all have Tuck hook set, y'all make sure to check out the description, and y'all give him a hook set, and because he's doing good. He's on the right path. He's been at it grinding and everything, and this stuff's tough. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep grinding through everything and keep at it. What were you saying now, Sharina? You good?
So, Tuck, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so
Can you hear me?
yeah. So to take us out, guys, Tuck, how about you take us out with your song?
Wow, you don't really know me at all. Now I'm more of a talk. Look, the rapping is just I'm out. You know, you ever heard of the Pied Piper? That's what the song is for.
Yes.
All right. No, but I am a talker. If you would like to, I can give an outro for the show.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I like your the beginning of your videos. That's what I was saying.
Say what?
But yes, take us out to the video. You know, the starting of your videos. That's what I like. The intro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That's
you know
that's what I was meaning.
I'm very sorry because the song has to have some like let me get to talking real quick. Well,
Okay, take us out.
I look. JBT Sharina, I absolutely love it. I will make time for y'all, my peoples, my fishing folks watching. Everybody, we appreciate everybody on the panel. Appreciate you for watching. Thank you for the guests. Thank you for the comments and for the very good. Hope I inspire somebody, and I hope that we have inspired somebody. I hope we answered your questions very well. And this is local and signing off. All right, listen. Never ever stop fishing. We out.
Thank y'all. Appreciate everybody. Y'all take care. Have a great, safe weekend. See y'all again next week. Thank y'all.